All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something that's on every business leader's mind right now. How do you tap into the incredible power of AI for your customer support? To make it faster, smarter, more consistent, but do it without risking a single piece of your customer's private data. That's the tightrope we're walking, and today we're going to show you exactly how to master it. And just to be super clear about our source here, everything we're covering today comes straight from Chapter 4 of a really in-depth tutorial on AI prompts by Virtualization Options LLC.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at the big problem, what we're calling the AI support dilemma. Then, we'll walk through 3 levels of skill, starting with building foundations, moving up to handling scenarios, and then hitting the advanced stuff with designing frameworks. And to finish, we've got a crucial safety checklist for you.
All right, first up, the AI support dilemma. It's all about unlocking that power while ensuring privacy. You see, AI is this massive opportunity, right? It promises to make our support teams way more efficient, but, and this is a big but, every single thing we do in customer support rests on trust. So the question is, how do we get all that AI goodness without breaking that trust? So yeah, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do we supercharge our teams with AI and still keep customer data completely locked down? The good news is it's not an either-or situation. You don't have to choose. There's a way to have both, and it all comes down to one really clever technique. And here it is. It's called scenario-based abstraction. Now that might sound a little academic, but the idea is actually super simple. Think of it like this. You describe the type of problem, not the actual person having it. You're talking about the what, not the who. You strip out all the personal stuff. No names, no account numbers, zero identifying details. What you're left with is a generic, anonymous situation. And that, right there, is the secret sauce for using AI safely. Okay, so let's put this into practice. We're starting at level 1, building foundations. This is all about creating reusable, safe templates. These are going to be your building blocks for common issues. And the beautiful part is, you don't need a single drop of sensitive data to make them. So check out a prompt like this. Notice what it's not saying. There's no customer name, no specific error code. It's just asking the AI to build a general template. It needs to sound empathetic, ask for more details, give a timeline, and here's the magic trick. It tells the AI to include placeholders. Those little brackets are where your human agent, and only your human agent, will plug in the specifics later on, totally away from the AI. So why is this method basically bulletproof? It's simple. First, you're just making a generic template. Second, there's absolutely no real customer data or system info in there. And third, those placeholders mean a real person is handling the private stuff at the very end. The AI never even sees it. So that's level 1 in a nutshell. It's all about building your toolkit. You're using AI to create this whole library of awesome, consistent responses for things you deal with every day, like apologies or just friendly sign-offs. Instantly, your whole team's communication gets a major upgrade in quality and consistency. All right, foundation's built. Let's level up. Welcome to Level 2, Handling Scenarios. This is where things get a bit more complex. We're talking about mastering those tricky, high-emotion situations, and we're going to do it using detailed but totally made-up scenarios. Okay, we've all been there, right? The customer who's had the same problem 3 times. This prompt tackles that head-on. But look closely. It's not just asking for a script. It's asking for a strategy. Validate their frustration. Take ownership. Explain what you're doing. It's basically asking the AI to teach us how to rebuild trust. It's an empathy workout, and it's all built around a fictional story. And once again, this is 100% safe. Why? Because you don't need to expose real customer drama to learn how to handle real customer emotions. It's a hypothetical case. You're training your team on the method for solving the problem, not gossiping about a specific customer's bad day. Not a single real incident is ever mentioned. And the difference this makes is just massive. Think about it. Without this kind of tool, your agent is basically winging it, trying to come up with the perfect response while they're stressed out. But with this AI-generated framework, they have a solid, empathetic game plan to start with. It's a total game changer, moving your team from scrambling and reactive to calm and proactive. Ready for the big leagues? Let's talk level 3, designing frameworks. We're moving beyond just writing emails now. We're talking about building smart systems for your whole team. This is where AI stops being just a writing tool and becomes a real strategic partner. And this quote from the source material just nails the philosophy here. The most advanced prompts don't write scripts, they create frameworks. They're designed to empower your agents, giving them solid guidance, but always leaving room for their own judgment and that real human connection. It's not about automation, it's about augmentation.
So, what does a framework look like? A perfect example is using AI to map out your entire escalation process. You can literally ask it, design a tiered support system, define what a level 1 issue is, what triggers an escalation to a level 2 specialist, and what kind of crisis needs to go straight to leadership. The AI can build that entire decision-making model for you.
And why is this so powerful? Well, a good framework means everyone handles escalations the same way. Total consistency. It makes it crystal clear who can make what decisions. It becomes an amazing training guide for new people. And, of course, it gives management a much better view of what's actually happening on the front lines.
All right, we're almost there. But before we wrap up, let's talk about the ground rules, your safety checklist. These are the non-negotiables. It doesn't matter if you're at level 1 or level 3, these rules always apply.
These are super simple but absolutely critical. Rule number 1, protect customer privacy. No names, no account numbers, nothing personal in a prompt, ever. Rule 2, safeguard your systems. Don't ever describe your tech stack or internal processes to the AI. That's just asking for trouble. And Rule 3, verify everything. AI is smart, but it's not perfect. A human has to double-check any technical advice before it gets sent to a customer. No exceptions.
But if you only remember one thing from this whole checklist, make it this one. The most important rule of all is to maintain human judgment. Always.
Look, at the end of the day, AI is an incredible tool. It can draft a perfect email in seconds, it can map out a complex system, but what it can't do is feel. Only a person can offer real empathy. Only a human understands nuance and can build an actual relationship. That's the stuff that matters, and that's where your team gets to be the hero. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. As AI starts to handle more of the boring, repetitive stuff, the real challenge for all of us is, what are we going to do with all that time we get back? How will you use it to double down on what really counts, amplifying that human empathy in every single conversation?